Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Mapmaking Universal Quest. In the last episode, we built this cavern and Orgoth the Deader right here. And in this episode, wow, that's a lot of lag. And in this episode, I want to try and make it pretty. I want to make the caves look good. Right now, they look pretty terrible. See, wow, really laggy. I'm going to try and turn down the render distance for some reason. There, okay. Yeah. And I want to make this cave look good, maybe some leaves hanging down from the ceiling. Basically make it seem acceptable as something you'd want to play on. So I think I'll start out by trimming the cave right here. And hopefully that will make this bit look a bit better. Now, I imagine that little sequence will get boring after some time, and there's quite a lot more to do. So I think I'll take a break for a bit, and I'll probably finish that off. Off camera. And now I'd like to address a suggestion that I got. It was in the comment section, and it was in regards to Orgoth. So the suggestion was that instead of having the throne here, he'd come out of a coffin and hit the door, and the door would come down. And that's all. That's a really good suggestion. That's really cool. However, I've decided not to use it because Orgoth is generally supposed to be the king, and it wouldn't really fit in if he were being locked in a coffin as the ruler of this gang thingy. So that's why I'm not going to use that suggestion, but it was a really good one, and if you have any other ideas, please feel free to put them in the comments section, even if I don't use them. The next thing I want to do is basically fill this cave system with some sort of not horrible stuff, which it is notably lacking in at the moment. So basically what I'm going to do is put a path in, probably out of coarse dirt and spruce, because that's a nice combination and it's pretty easy to do. So just go around like this with some spruce as well. And then I'm also going to do that same, transform the andesite and this stuff, granite and diorite and dirt. I'm going to transform that into stone with these commands. In case you were wondering what those did, that's what they were doing. They just fill your current location to your current location plus 30, plus 30, plus 30. Then fill that with stone, but fill it with stone type 0, and the fill type will be replace, and then stone 1 is I think granite, and that's the one you're replacing. The replace function in the middle right here, I just pointed to it with my finger instead of with the mouse right here. That replace function is not to be confused with replacing the item, the certain type. It's not that's not what it is. Instead, it's it replaces all the blocks in that range. That's what the replace function means, and then that range is everything type stone 1. So that's what the replace means, as opposed to fill but replace this type of blocks. It's not that sort of thing. It's what I said before. Now that I've cleared out all the old gross stone, I'm going to start putting in the path. Okay, so we have the tunnel flooring finished. It's rather nice, and it goes all the way up here. The next thing we want to do is put in some decorations, some details, and I think that should probably be in the form of skeleton heads, like so, and one up here maybe, then another one here, and probably one should go up in this corner, and then over here, maybe a zombie head on this side, since it's a zombie spawner, maybe right there. Then a wither skeleton head in that nook, and then over here another one, and another one here once I get this in, right here, and then right there. Yeah. Next, I've added a couple already because I wanted to see how they looked, but it's time to add a couple bushes, or I don't know, some sort of plant. In any case, we're adding the leaves because it looks cool, and then after this, we'll add some stalactites, stalactites, not stalagmites. Those would get in the way. So if we do this, then we'll have some nice tights. Stalactites, not stalagmites. Grumble, grumble. Hard to remember. So yeah, just like this. Maybe a couple more. One down here. Over in this section too. Not there. There. And then up here seems like a good place. And now it looks pretty cool. Yeah. I like this kill stick. It's very useful. Yeah, okay. Now I'll think of something else to put in to make it look even better. I know, we're doing this in my survival world too, but crystals look pretty cool. I'm going to put in a couple every now and then. Just because I like crystals, and there aren't enough of them. In fact, there aren't any. So yeah, let's put in a couple. Maybe one up here too. Just going to cycle through them because that seems like a perfectly fine way to do it. I think they look best in the corners, and that's because they don't look like a line, a vertical line. Maybe one here too. Yeah, that looks fine. And one here. And see, they just add a little splash of color, and it's quite nice. Because they're not too intrusive, but they look good. Yeah. I'm liking this. There needs to be more of a nice got rid of my something stained glass. I think it was blue. Was it blue? Yeah, it was blue. Okay. Yeah, orange next. Maybe one up here. And then we'll have to do a couple in here too, but I'll get to this later. Probably once I've finished smoothing out the corners, I'll start putting in decorations, and that'll probably end up being next episode. So I've got a good idea for what I need to do next. I'm going to make a boot reader. So basically, I'm going to take the boots from him, and if you're wearing them, you'll be able to pass through and open the door. But if you're not wearing them, you won't be. It's going to be sort of an Orgoth identification thing. That wouldn't. Yeah. Okay. I don't think it needs any more explaining. So there. The only thing I'm not quite sure of, is object successfully summoned. Oh right, summons them over here. Okay. Whoops. The only thing I'm not completely sure about is whether or not I made it so that the booties that they drop will drop 100% of the time. So what I need to do is figure that out, and I can either read the command, which is slightly annoying because I'm not sure how those probability numbers work, or I can just kill him a bunch of times and see what he drops. So without further ado, let's toss all our important things on the ground that we need. And this one, sure, this, button. Yeah, that seems right. And then clear. Oh, black. Can't see anything. Okay. Now, we have no boots. We've killed one Orgoth. 2 Orgoths. 3 Orgoths. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, do we have 10 boots? Hopefully we do, and if so, we can carry on without having to edit anything. Yeah. Okay. I'm pretty sure that's 100% of the time then. We'd probably have gotten one, we probably wouldn't have gotten one at some point during that if it wasn't. So, the next thing we need to do is set up a command block that is repeating, always active, conditional, and we need to give it a, I've just copied a command here. We need to give it a test4 command to test for whether or not you're wearing the boots of Orgoth, these things. And to do that, we need a test4 command, and I basically need to find out what slot the foot slot is, and also I need to change this to Orgoth's shiny boots, I think. Orgoth's shiny boots. Okay, just like that, and will be always active. Good. Now, Orgoth's fancy boots. Okay, I'll just quickly change this. Fancy. Now, this is, well, I did not match the required. I did not match the what's needed. If I do that though, found serpent dagger. Yeah, good. So that means that if anyone's wearing the boots, or actually if anyone has the boots in their offhand, it sends true, but if it's not in the offhand, it sends false. Now I need to figure out what the boot slot is. So let's oh, that's the offhand. Whoops. Okay, did not match. Okay, now let's try 104. Did not match. I'll just keep doing this for a couple times until I either get it or give up and look on the internet. I found it. As you can see, right now I do not match the required data structure. If I put these on, found serpent dagger. There. Now, now that I've done that, I can hook this up into a conditional command block, a conditional chain command block, which can open a trapdoor here, or do something of the sort. That will be the right, had to take a quick cut to figure out what I was going to say. This this boot detection will be the key to the next part of the map, and you won't be able to progress until you put these boots on, until someone sacrifices themselves and wears the disgusting worthless boots with cursive binding and unbreaking. Also, I need to figure out whether unbreaking 10 allows them to break at all, because for some reason that seems like something that might happen. Not sure. So let us figure this out in a second, once I've geared up so that I don't die instantly. So I've got myself a spiffy diamond chestplate with protection 300, and now I'm going to see if these start taking any durability damage at all, after I let Orgoth pummel me for a little bit. Just like this, and then why am I going like that? It's easier just to type it. Okay. Pummel away. Okay. Yeah, good. It's now taking durability damage. Okay. I don't want to, the reason I'm trying to do that is that I don't want to actually just completely ruin their game for the rest of the time. I just want to temporarily give them some, inconvenience with bad boots. So, now that I've done that, I can take this command block, put it in the command block room, then hook that up into whatever output I want, which will happen in the next episode. So now all we need to do is take this by control pick blocking it, then we can teleport back to my command block room, go over here with the rest of the repeating command blocks. Although, I think I'll go over in the Orgoth section as opposed to the repeating command block section. Just like that. Then we take this command block. Since this already has the fancy boots test 4 command in it, if we take this, switch it to conditional chain, always active, then we can take whatever we decide to put in here, maybe a fill command to open a trapdoor underneath in the cavern or something like that. We can put that in here, and whenever you put these boots on, that will happen. Well, okay, just a second. I need to actually put a command in before I demonstrate. And that being done, there. See? Ooh, it worked. Just like that. This obviously won't say, ooh, it worked, but it will do something, and now that that's all done, we can end the episode, because I think it's a pretty good length, and I need to get this up pretty soon. So hopefully you enjoyed. This has been Serpent. Goodbye.